You're now listening to the Pitchside Peregrine Podcast, your home for all things Athletic Club Boise. Hey all, Elias here. Today's episode, we interview Roger and Manny with the River Guard, Athletic Club Boise's independent supporter group. This series, as you may see, we want to just do a monthly check-in with the River Guard, just see how things are going, kind of get the inside scoop, maybe behind the scenes look into what the supporter group has planned for the month to come, along with seeing if any trips are being planned for you, the listener, to maybe attend away matches and just coordinate more fans going to away matches here during the inaugural season for Athletic Club Boise. So we hope you enjoyed today's episode, and let's cut to the interview. All right, hey everyone, Elias here with Pitchside Peregrines. As you can see, Kyle and I are still not together, but we also have two new faces here. Maybe you've heard their voices on the podcast, but you haven't heard or seen their faces. We have Manny and Roger with the River Guard, Athletic Club Boise's independent supporters group here, taking some questions before we kick off the AC Boise inaugural season.
Yeah, this is episode one of what we hope to be a reoccurring monthly episode called names to TBD, but right now it's the view from the nest, and they can tell me that's dumb, but hopefully it's not that dumb. So yeah, Roger and Manny.
We'll workshop it.
I think yeah, we can workshop it. I think the first thing for those who may not have listened to the first episode with you guys is what exactly is the River Guard? Could you just kind of give a quick overview of what you guys do for the club and for the supporters?
By all means. Okay. Obviously, supporters group, what does that mean? What does it look like, right? So it really stems from just a bunch of family, friends, and just people who are part of, the city and want to get involved in soccer, right? And that doesn't mean that it's just folks who are playing soccer or just watching or may just be supporting a team across the pond. But we're just going to show up for AC Boise, the players who wear the badge, for really everyone, and just to create those memories that are going to last a lifetime. As we watch the players, hopefully score some goals, win the cup, raise the cup, and we're going to be partying hard.
Awesome.
Anything else to
No,
add?
that's great.
No, just the River Guard is really the intent is to be the fan central, right? So one of our goals now that we've seen the stadium and as there's plans to increase the size of the stadium is the River Guard is not just the people in the support section, right? It is for anybody and everybody that loves this team, that loves soccer in this state. Like this is the place to be. And so all the member meetups, all the merch goes to for flags, for smoke, for all of it, right? It's all encompassing. So that's what it's all
No,
about.
Sweet.
that's awesome, and we're definitely just a little jealous of the preview of the pitch in the stadium that you guys got to get the other week. That was when you guys were posting stories. I was definitely feeling some FOMO.
Yeah,
That's
I
for
love
sure.
they needed you to have hard hats and high vis vests, but no steel toe boots. So you could still take in some injuries.
You don't know that. You don't
I
know
mean,
that.
according to your background, Manny's wearing
I
some
was going to
white
say Manny in the
sneakers,
background.
unless
I
those
looked
come in
like the
steel
corporate
toe.
guy on the field,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
With glasses
That's
on,
amazing.
with the white shoes. Like, yeah, this was a poor choice.
Yeah.
No, but that was a cool experience, just getting to actually walk on the pitch. One of our board members, Brian, he actually helps kind of help coordinate that as one. He's doing a ton of work for us right now. I mean, feel free to correct me wrong, but he's doing a ton of legwork, and I definitely want to get him on the podcast next month, just so that he can kind of highlight everything that he's done. He's out in the community, and really, if you are looking to connect with us from a partnership type level, Brian is the guy to go to. I believe his email is partnerships at theriverguard.com.
Yep.
Oh, you guys
So,
are
yeah,
legit.
he's our guy. But he helped coordinate that entire meeting, and he honestly got us on the field. One of the coolest things is that Michael did bring his drum. I think it was a bass drum,
Yeah, he
right?
brought his. It's like a 30 or I think it was a 36. No, it's not that big. It's like a 24. It's like a 24-inch bass drum that he brought on, and he put it in the supporter section as we were up in the furthest corner of the stands, and you could still hear it pretty good.
Yep.
Nice.
So
So
now the goal is to amplify that, support him, and we're going to make a ton of noise and make it exciting for everyone.
yeah. I mean, you guys are right next to the suites, the box seats right there for all the ownership and all the
Mhm.
C-level folks. So they're gonna hear you guys all game. That's awesome. No,
Yeah.
that's gonna be
Yeah,
great.
I know. I mean, the last time we had you guys on the pod was over 4 months ago. Since then, Athletic Club Boise has had a lot of big news with home jerseys and the home jersey event, where I feel like the River Guard was really well incorporated through that, of you all walking on the stage and kind of being the first group, along with the Boys and Girls Club kids, to reveal the home jersey in person, on top of these awesome engagements with the club. So I guess with that, and kind of with the movement closer to the season, has membership numbers increased? Partnerships that you maybe want to share with us, that for maybe away games, if there's anything in the works there for potential viewing for people in Boise who maybe don't have a Paramount Plus or ESPN Plus subscription to kind of meet up as River Guard members.
I'll talk to the home stuff. I could talk to the at least it's first away.
Yeah. So for the first away viewing party, our plan, we're gonna connect where it kind of all started with that first group, right? And that's gonna be at Brownbeard Brewing in Garden City. It's right around the corner, and that's gonna be our main place for that first match, right? There, of course, Liga's gonna have the away game on and a few other spots, Cinder, Double Tap.
Yep.
But that's gonna where we're gonna kick everything off, right? And why we're choosing Brownbeard is just because of one, that's where we kind of all first connected and started talking to each other and it's like, what can we do here? Bryce has been really cool. He's worked with us. It's gonna be exciting because he and we all connected just to chat about what could a partnership truly look like. And he was more than excited to talk about the actually Roger named it, so I should let him talk to it. The Guardian Logger.
I mean, I'm just
Yeah.
full of good ideas.
Yeah.
You know,
But it was just
become
That is
piss excellence. It's
that
fine.
is that is really cool. Did you guys, were you involved in, like, obviously you named it, but did he, like, hey, do you want this to be an amber? Do you
We
want this
basically
to be
went
an
to him and
IPA?
said, "Hey, you're gonna make us a beer," and no, I'm kidding. Well, we had a members meeting there. We had a meetup, and Bryce was doing. He was trying to get some distributing going, so he had some distributors there, and he had a bunch of samples of beer that he had in the works. And like again, this is how cool Bryce is. He after that meeting came over to us and started BSing with us, and then was just like, "Dude, I got a bunch of new ones right now," and like just brought out tasters for everybody.
That's awesome.
And it was decided, and then we started discussing names. And just because I am so awesome, I just threw out a name, and all of a sudden everybody was like, "That's pretty cool!" Like, okay,
yeah,
we
okay.
we could we could we could test this out. No, it's fine. All right, hey, all right, let's go for it, and away we go. As kind of is true with a lot of the stuff that we do, it's a lot of the stuff is when the good idea hits, it's immediate and everybody kind of feels it and knows it. And if it's not,
Nice.
okay, maybe we'll discuss that. We'll kind of workshop it some more, but
Yeah, if someone
pretty fun.
responds with the, "Oh, let's workshop it," like my name idea for this portion, it's like, we'll find something new.
We'll
So
workshop it.
I'll keep texting you just to see what you can come up with, and that's
we,
what'll stick.
we just need Roger to name it, and he'll just have
Yes.
his Ricky Bobby effect. He pisses excellence, everything in between.
Mm.
Hopefully, it doesn't rub
Um,
off with the beer that I'm trying to grow.
yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. But no, that is really glad to hear about, membership growing. And again, at that last event that we went to, obviously the first time we met with you in person, it was just kind of that leadership group. But I remember when I joined up, my membership card says I was number 13. So you guys definitely have a lot more than 13 now. That's to say the least, and that's great because all that means is more support for you guys. That's more flags. That's more better tifos, or just more equipment for you guys to do what to make that environment fun and to make that environment intense for the opposing team and something for the home players to really grab onto. So no, that's all really, really, really good things to hear. Um,
Say, where are we
and
sitting at, Roger, with memberships?
Last I heard it was 140 plus. And
Wow.
so we have 140 plus right now. Obviously, there's 550 in this section. Um, we've hit a couple walls with getting to the membership that have bought tickets in the supporter section.
mm,
So honestly, we are looking for any and all resources. Spread the word. Let everybody know. Again, this is all encompassing. Nobody's saying that you have to be a member of the River Guard to be in the supporter section. Nobody's saying that.
Yeah.
But we would love everybody to be, right?
Yeah.
Because we want everybody to be a part of it. We want everybody to learn the songs, to do the march to the match as much as possible, the pedal to the pitch, like all of this kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
we're just trying to get a hold of anybody and everybody, ideally before the first match. Obviously, the first home match.
Yeah.
Word is going to spread pretty quickly, but yeah, just trying to get everybody together under one roof.
Yeah. No, that's
Sweet.
great. And one thing you guys had mentioned a couple things that you brought up at the last supporters meetup at Liga, and we want to talk about a few of those things. And one of those would be number one, I guess, March to the match. So March to the match, is that going to be just from Brownbeard before home games, or is that going to be from different locations? And then do you guys have an official route? Like, is it going to be a longer green belt? When the park is done, the park that's being built at Expo Idaho in Ada County, is that going to be? Are you guys going to walk through the park, or what's that going to look like? If you can, describe those for us.
I think we're still working on the entire route. There are a few times, another cool part of it, just to kind of loop in the Garden City folks that I have been kind of connecting with for the bus that's going to be running throughout from, what is it? I think it's the Two Rivers Hotel.
Yep.
All the way to the pitch
Yeah,
itself.
that's awesome.
Something that we were kind of conversing about really is just saying, okay, what does a true route look like? One, for a bus or a small shuttle, and two, for supporters, right? And one of the big things is safety, regardless. So
Yeah.
we can't expect a bunch of supporters marching down Chinden. So we're gonna have to explore and do a few little test runs ourselves, just to see what it looks like to actually get us safely from Brownbeard to the pitch.
Yeah,
We're
Chinden is not exactly
yeah,
pedestrian friendly.
right. Like that our goal is to have a good time, and being on Chinden could
Not
pose
a
a
good
few
time.
little safety concerns to that.
That's
Um,
fair.
but something that we're also, I think, waiting on to hear from is kind of just what the layout could be, right? Because I think when we first connected with some of the staff at the front office, there was mention of the Expo Idaho Park. What does it look like? Where does the park, where will the park be? Is that an optional option for us to actually hang out, right? And start just connecting and getting everything ready to march to the match. I think from that end too, we're also just waiting to see what it does look like.
Yeah.
So a few little variables there, but hopefully we're going to get it ironed out way before the first actual home match.
Right.
No, that's fair.
And there's the pedal to the pitch, which I mentioned at Liga the other night. Like that is going to happen. So that's everybody
awesome.
who wants to bike there is going to meet up at Ann Morrison, or you could join the group along the way. And they're going to pedal to the pitch from there. Dustin with the front office was saying they have plans for like 600 bike stalls, if you will.
Wow.
Yeah.
At the pitch. So they're
That's
anticipating a lot of bike traffic. Again, like Manny was saying, we're going to keep it as safe as, mitigate as much risk as we possibly can. And if that turns into doing something in the park and then doing a march through and into the grounds from there, we'll definitely do that. Dustin was also saying, as far as tailgating goes, that's a big concern for a lot of people. Understood. But
Yep, that's one thing American fans do well.
Right. And the issue Dustin was telling us is that I want to give him the credit on this because I don't want the club to have to come out and say, hey, there's no tailgating, and then the public come back on the club. What he was telling us was that it's between like law enforcement and Garden City that they don't want the drinking and the tailgating out in the parking lot. So their goal is to get everybody into the grounds, plenty of space in the grounds, and then you can eat, drink, do whatever, hang out beforehand. So we might seriously see some, gates opening hours before, ball drop. We'll see, right?
Yeah. Get
but
people
that's
at the
part of the
food
things
trucks
that
and
we've all
different
been
things.
discussing and talking about.
I think the cool thing here is that we're at the very beginning, right? And we could almost create this into whatever we want it to be. For the folks who want to go to Brown Beer and have a few beers right before we all meet, if we do decide to do a tailgate, we meet there, and then we're gonna go hang out with Luke, who obviously I'm nominating him to help us with the tailgate portion. He's really excited for that. But also, if folks really want to go to stadium early and tailgate and just hang out, you are more than welcome to. Aaron and Armando, they're going to be the two folks starting off the pedal to the pitch. So we spoke to them on Saturday about that, and they're all in. They love the idea. So Aaron,
Yeah,
Armando, sorry, I just signed you up for that, but we talked about it. So no,
We surprised.
no, but that's the cool thing about this, like everyone here has something to offer, and we're just all so excited for the first home match. We're just got to make sure, hey, it's going to come fast, and we got to be ready.
Some
Yeah,
of us are
it's a
excited for
very
the first match.
Oh, some of us are excited for the true first match in
yeah.
Florida.
Yeah, I guess that transitions just great into
yeah, good segue.
the first
You're welcome.
away match. Thanks, Roger. It's like you've done audio before. As Roger has alluded to, he will be traveling with a group of supporters to Sarasota, beautiful Florida, to be a part of the first ever game in AC Boise history. So, Roger, how'd this come together? How many of you will be there? And just kind of get that started.
Well, I think we finally got word today. A gentleman on Discord who was our 5 and 6 of the group. He was saying that they're going to be driving in from, I believe, Mississippi. So it's a little bit of a drive for him, but they were not concrete on their plans until he said that today. So it looks like we have 6 instead of 4. The 4 of us, though, are going to be flying out on Friday. We're going to get there, have pretty much all of Saturday. Soccer Zombie, if anybody knows him on YouTube, he linked up with me on the morning kick around Discord. And so we're going to be doing a pre and a post interview with him
Sweet.
day of, which is going to be awesome. And then I actually need to look at my email because I'm hoping to get our seats changed. Right now, we're at the back of the away supporter section. I'm trying to get us moved to the front. Um, but even if that doesn't happen, that's not that big a deal. They
Mhm.
have 35 seats for away supporters down in section 401 at Sarasota. That leads into Adam from Sarasota, super cool guy. Finally linked up with him, and he gave me a call. He gave me a call after hours, which was awesome. Like he had gotten off of work. I think he said he was at the grocery store, and he saw my email and shot me a line, and so we started talking. And great working with him. They can't wait. He says they have a sold out supporter section, which is gonna be fun.
Nice.
And then as soon as that came about, I think I mentioned on the MK, the morning kick around Discord that we were going, and I had several different people, different groups of Tampa Bay Rowdies supporters that reached out to me, and they still want to follow Blake and Nick
Hmm.
from their time with Tampa Bay. So I gave them the link. So hopefully we get to see them. Hopefully we get to share
Yeah.
some songs and share some support.
Some some
They're going to be
extra
honorary River
supporters for the
Guardians
day.
today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's great.
exactly. But that's the kind of stuff that I really want to see.
It's for the love of the game, to
It's
be
for the love
honest.
of the game, truly.
Yeah.
Like, no, so I mean, just it's really about making sure. I mean, everybody wants a good, clean game. And even if it's not necessarily a correctly called game, we can all like yell at the refs together and have solidarity there. But nobody wants anybody to get hurt. We want a good, clean game. And then I am definitely more of the be respectful to each other kind of the
Hmm.
house, right? So I like, I'm a Michigan fan. We have a rivalry with Ohio State. And at the same time, there are definitely those fans that take things too far, and that's out of bounds. So nobody wants that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And when we're going to Florida, it seems really awesome thus far.
Like you were saying, Roger, just being able to, as supporter groups, have faith in one another that, yes, during the 90 minutes, you may be at each other's throats and maybe screaming at each other, screaming at the ref together, or opposing each other's calls. But at the end of the game, just being able to come together and appreciate what the USL is, what this league is, and the excitement around at least two of the new teams in Sarasota and AC Boise's case into the
Yep.
USL, and kind of grow the hype around the league so that both teams can prosper moving forward.
Because it's
Yep.
definitely a big game for Sarasota. It's obviously their first
Right.
game in USL League One. It's a professional team. They've been semi-pro for the last few years, successfully
Yep.
too. They're a good team. So yeah, I mean, hopefully there's going to be a lot of fans. Hopefully I know there's not a huge group from Boise traveling all the way across the country, but it sounds like we'll have some, like you said, on some honorary River Guardians for that game. So that's really exciting.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna
And
be a good
and
time.
yeah, and it's cool. It's cool. The club, like Sarasota, reach out to you. That's really awesome. That sense of, a little bit of USL camaraderie there for sure.
Yeah. And full credit to Gretchen, our travel monkey. She's our away game coordinator. So
There you go.
for this very first one to be thrown into the deep end of the pool,
Yeah.
and right off the bat, she was like, "Okay, so hang on, do I gotta like get flights and hotels for everybody?" And we were like, "No, no, 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 no. We got all that covered." You know, what's that?
Are you actually warm?
It's okay.
Yeah. Not too
It
bad.
works.
Could be.
That's his reply to everything.
Does everyone think you're freezing outside?
Apparently.
Not even that cold out today, is it? It's like 55. Whatever. But that's sweet that y'all have plans to attend the first away match. I think excited to hear from your perspective what it's like to attend an away an away match as in the USL. I know at least me personally, I'm trying to find a way to go to Las Vegas for the USL Cup game.
Yeah, USL
Um,
Cup. There you go.
versus the Las Vegas Lights. Just the in-laws live there, so it just kind of works out well where I could get free housing and
Yeah.
a $20 ticket to
Well,
get into.
Elias's in-laws can host. We can have
Yeah,
a
they
big
can
party.
host at
Bring
least
everyone.
10
Bring
people.
everyone
yeah.
from
Yeah.
Boise.
That's
They have
what
a
I'm
fifth
hearing. Yeah.
wheel,
Yeah.
free food.
River Guard.
We'll bring the drones,
River
the
Guard.
flags,
River
everything.
away days. River Guard meetup at Elias's in-laws.
Yeah, Sherry and Chip. We'll start the coordination now. We'll get the travel
Perfect.
monkey Gretchen on it and
That's right.
coordinate who all can
Yep.
fit in there.
When we go to Monterey Bay, that'll be my parents. It'll be
Yeah, we
great.
can help Kyle's dad
Love
trim
it.
some
I love that we're already
goals.
setting in the right thoughts here.
Yes.
We're gonna
Yeah.
get this.
Yeah.
Well, speaking
But
of,
also, now that just thinking about it, our leadership group has grown. You know, I mean, you were at the first meeting. I think
You were there in spirit.
I was in Cascade. I was escaping the fireworks for my dog. But
there you go.
the cool thing is that, people have spoken up. We've also vol nominated people who were interested but just weren't ready to say yes.
All
And
nominated is great.
right? They've taken these opportunities, they've really run with them. And I think that's what's just cool about it, right? When we first one of the meetings, we kind of looked around and said, "Okay, Jonathan, we know you have the drum. Why don't you become our drum lead? Because that makes the most sense." You can look around the room. Do we all have rhythm? Maybe. But you're the one with the drum. That makes the most sense.
There's only one reason why you have it. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man.
And Brian was at the other meeting, and that's when we just started getting to talking. And he was, being the Portland Timbers fan he is, had a bunch of experience, and he was just passionate, excited. We were just, yes, you can jump in. And he said, "You know what? I'm ready to talk to people. Let's do it." And what better way to say, you know what? The opportunity to become a community partner, that's just so fitting.
Yeah.
No,
Gretchen,
it's
same
cool.
story.
Yeah, it's cool how like a group, like obviously in your people's jobs, it's like you apply for something, that company's looking for one thing. Well, with a grassroots kind of organization like you guys, if it just kind of all comes together, it's like, oh, I'm good at this and I'm good at this, and people just start filling roles without ever
Mhm.
thinking that that's something they would have been a part of, or at least never thought they would be how did you phrase it again? Voluntold or
voluntold, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Where
I mean,
that's
but
not something they
Aaron
may not have
and
asked
Mondo are
for.
teachers too.
Yeah.
Call it or Nampa.
Nampa.
Yeah.
But
And
it's cool. It's cool how that group all comes
Yeah,
together.
all different
It's
walks of life
interesting.
and can be galvanized by a soccer team here in the Treasure Valley. So excited to hear
What
that y'all
sports are
have.
for.
Yeah, exactly.
I did
Uh,
voluntold Kenny he had to join.
Yeah,
So that was the only
That-
person I had to voluntold someone.
that's like Kyle being voluntold to attend a lot of the exterior events because he has more flexibility. And I voluntold myself. I'll be the back of the house guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, sweet.
I
That's
don't. I try.
yeah. No, you
Elias. I
do.
promise.
I need to give you a crash course on video editing and audio editing,
Yeah.
and we can take care of that. So
Yeah.
that's awesome to hear y'all's plans about the first ever match. But we wanted to ask a couple more questions about the first home match to see if y'all have maybe tifo ideas that you'd like to share with us today. If you have maybe you don't have a fully hashed out one, but maybe just some preliminary themes or thoughts. I know, Roger, early on in this recording, you mentioned smoked and things like that. Has that been confirmed with the club that like maybe not
Pyro is
flares,
pyro
but
in the stadium
some kind of
allowed?
pyro is available and able to be used? I'm more just curious from my personal side to see if you all
You
have
might have to
forgotten.
show up to the next meeting.
Yeah, sorry, that's on me. That's on me.
Called out.
Call me out. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
No, so for first home match, we're pretty tight-lipped on the tifo right now. What I can say for sure, because we're kicking around like the ideas of what direction to go, but help and hands, that is going to be huge. Because we don't want to bite off more than we can chew, right? On the very first one and not have it come to fruition. But it's very doable, and it's just going to take everybody kind of pitching in, right? So many hands make light work, and stay tuned on theriverguard.com because we'll be putting out events for people to join in and help out with.
Keep an
But
eye on Instagram as well, because we'll be
Yep.
posting about the support, where to be. If you're not in the Discord yet, that they can join
yeah, via the website, yeah.
via the website.
Yeah. So at the bottom of the website will be the little links to like the Discord, the Facebook, the Instagram, and you can get a hold of, you join the community there. And then as far as match day experience, I mean, aside from march the match, pedal to the pitch, we want a bunch of flags, right? As many flags we can possibly get. We want to unveil the tifo, and then just chanting, singing the entire time. So
Mhm.
again, at Liga on Saturday, we practiced several of the chants that we have in the works, just to try to get everybody an idea of what it's going to be like, right? And
Are we gonna
really,
get an
if
impromptu performance right now?
no,
No, no.
You got to show up
Attend
to the
the
game
River
for
Guard
that.
meetings to get
That,
those.
that
Yeah.
that's fair.
but
Then you might get some looks from from the people
Right,
in the brewery.
We're at White Dog Brewing right now. It's pretty calm. We're sitting outside. It's nice. But I just don't think now would be the right time to bring out the
Yeah.
megaphone and flags and
And a
everything else.
drum. Yeah.
Yeah.
right. But I mean, a little bit of that apprehension is people don't even want to start. They don't even want to get going. So maybe if it takes somebody to stand up on a stool in a bar and get everybody started, so be it, right? I'll make a fool out of myself. It's fine. It's fine. But again, we're gonna all be in it together. One of my goals is, like I said earlier, not just for the supporter section to be the River Guard, but the entire grandstand. I want the entire stadium to essentially be River Guardians, right? So one of the plans is like for the kind of more basic chants and songs to print off song sheets and distribute them through the entire grandstand, right? So that everybody is a part of the match day, not just the supporter section.
Will also be available on the website.
They will also be available on the website. Like, it's really, we want to create an environment that people are encouraged to be a part of, even if you're not in the supporter section. And then when you see it and you see the team react to it on the pitch, okay, something bad happens, the call doesn't go our way. Well, the chanting, the singing keeps their energy up and they respond and the whole stadium explodes.
Yeah.
That's the goal, right?
That's an awesome goal. That it just makes me look forward to, the first game, just to see how this all comes together. And again, that atmosphere can really like grab a stadium and really, no, it's gonna be fun watching you guys from our seats, not in the supporter section. Sorry,
Well,
we'll be
hopefully you
watching
can
though.
make it down
Oh, we
to
will.
a game or to the supporter section for a game or
Yeah.
two.
Oh yeah.
You never know. You might be taking over the megaphone too.
Oh.
I'm also
I
going
think-
to call
no.
out Betsy and Christina. I did ask them to see if they were interested. They're part of the front office, but I'm gonna say it again. I'll double down right now. There's a game waiting for you to help us lead that chant.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll bang the drum. That sounds
Yeah,
fun. I'm
I
all
don't
about.
know if Kyle's got the rhythm to bang the drum.
I mean,
That can be taught.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jonathan can take care of him and show him the ropes on how to keep a rhythm. I think with songs like you think of, I mean, selfishly, marching on together for Elland Road. All these large clubs, international teams that have maybe one song that is correlated to the team, maybe not a chant, but with any new team, like it just takes time to learn those things of
Yeah.
as season ticket holders, you go to your first game and you hear the supporter sections sing a song, you hear it, you kind of pick it up by game 5 or even game 2 or 3, you know what it is. You can then
Yep.
pitch in, or even by the first game, the third time you've heard it, you get the vibe of it. And I think just with a little bit of time, everyone from the stadium will kind of pick up on that and hopefully are bought in from the
And
supporter section,
and
from the
then all
beer
of a
garden.
sudden you have an anthem. All of a
Yeah.
sudden the
Right.
club has an anthem, something like that. Yeah.
So I think just if we give it a little time, no matter a game or few home matches, I think the whole stadium will get behind it and
Yeah.
cheer on the team, give them that, like you said, Roger, additional boost during a downtime or in a last minute press to score an equalizer or take the lead to get them across the line so that they know that 6,000 plus people are behind them and cheering them on to get the win.
Well, before we take off for the evening and let you guys get back to your lives, is there anything more in this first month of the season that you guys want to like talk about real quick or kind of tease for the listeners?
I mean, just if I mean, obviously we want to get the entire supporter section, but it's anybody and everybody. We are looking for um part of my wants is to have it be released statewide. So I would love to be able to tell, anybody and everybody, hey, there's an away game and a watch um a watch party up in Coeur d'Alene or
Mhm.
Moscow or over in Pocatello or in Idaho Falls.
Hey,
Like,
Ivan, if you're listening, we know you're in Idaho Falls. Let's,
We have had a few people reach out that are from Coeur d'Alene or
Yeah.
so
nice.
yeah,
southeastern Idaho.
Perfect.
So we've had a few
Shout
listeners.
out
So
Bo
we've been,
from Jerome. Bo from
Bo from
Jerome.
Jerome, yeah,
yeah,
Beautiful. See, like those kinds of people, we
Kevin
want
Coeur
to get in
d'Alene.
touch with them because we would love to help coordinate. Because, like, I have family over on the eastern side of the state.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be a riot to go visit them for the weekend, but then also stopping at a bar or somewhere and watch AC Boise play, right? And
Yeah.
Yep.
chant and sing with our eastern side of the state neighbors
Mm-hmm.
and fellow River Guardians to support this club. Be awesome.
on another note too, right, is we can only do so much. We want to make sure that everyone's ideas are being heard and captured. So if you have an idea, reach out to us on our Instagram or email us at info@theriverguard.com. Just to revisit that, you know, we're trying to build something that's community focused and that everyone can be a part of, right? Because eventually there's going to be a day where Roger, me, Ryan, Brian, Michael, Jonathan, are Chris have moved on, right? And hopefully someone else steps into these shoes and continues creating something that represents all of us, right? So I think that's a cool thing to think about from our perspective, but also why not get invested now? Help us make some decisions. If you want to be a part of it and you want to help us paint a tifo, if you want to join the drum crew, if you want to be a capo for a game or two, join the capo crew. We're
Mm-hmm.
all people. We're all just trying to be friendly to each other. And of course, we're going to show some animosity to the other team when they're here. But at the end of the day, we all understand that AC Boise is going to be our team. The players wearing our badge are the people that we're going to back the entire game, the entire 90 plus minutes. And you know what? We're going to show up year after year. Some of the cool things, like personally, is I've reached out to a few of the players and I was able to connect because we're part of the River Guard. I'm doing some of the social media and just kind of through basic conversations of, hey, you know what? Welcome to the club. We're excited to see you wear the badge. We're excited to see what you're going to bring to the pitch. They have been responsive and they're saying yes. Like we're excited to be here. Hopefully we can contribute. And that's just the cool thing too. Um, and then just seeing a few other places around town and making sure that the players are there. It's just cool to see. I know have been bouncing around in preseason, and hopefully, what was really cool. Shout out Omar that he kind of just mentioned. I hope you like what you see on the pitch. I'm like, hey, at this point, we don't know what we're gonna see, but we're here for it.
Yeah.
We're excited.
Yeah,
I
no,
appreciate that you want to have a good product. We're gonna love you either way. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, come on, dude. We're a pretty good audience for you because we're pretty captured. Yep.
Yep. Community focused players. That's great. Guys that are willing to participate with the community for sure.
And I think that's one of the glories of the USL is like it's not a Premier League. It's not. I mean, even the Premier League teams, like it seems like players take time to say hi to the kid that's on the bus waiting for them for an away match or a home match. It's just kind of in the soccer culture, let's just call it, where it's nice to see that even at this level that players are taking that step to connect with supporter groups, to connect with local podcasters, to connect with local businesses even, and kind of embracing Boise, Idaho for their new home for at least the year, if not longer, depending on their contract duration. And just really have us incorporate them into our community and welcome them with open arms however we can.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So
absolutely.
Well, if y'all don't have anything else, we really appreciate Roger and Manny for joining the pod today.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Like
we'll make sure to plug all the socials and everything for the River Guard.
Like they both have said, their website link, their Instagram handle, the emails they've mentioned will all be in the description for the YouTube audience, along with Spotify and any other audience. So be sure to check them out if you haven't joined the River Guard already. Consider joining. You get those awesome scars that they have around their neck. Along with meetings that you should really attend.
Yes, Elias.
I will be there.
We grew up with that as the thumbnail.
Yes. Just check them out. Give them a look. If the supporter section is something you're interested in, join away. If you're already a season ticket holder for the supporter group section of the field, this is the group that you want to join, just to be in the loop about planning and everything like that. So we thank you so much for your time.
Thank you guys.
We'll see you all next time.
Thank you. Christina, Betsy, you're going to get the megaphone at some point. You're going to come down to the supporter section and help us lead for one game at least.
Brad's going to be down there too. It's going to happen.
Done.
Wow. Manny just loves volunteering anyone possible, putting them on the spot.
I have a bad habit of doing that, but I love it.
Perfect.
Yeah, that'll be the episode clip is just that with Christina tagged. So
perfect. Well, thank you guys.
Well, thanks, guys. Really appreciate it, and look forward, Roger, to hearing and seeing your time in Sarasota, and hopefully you all have some good times and safe travels. That's all for today's episode. If you enjoy the show, make sure to like, comment, share with a friend, and make sure you're following the show wherever you listen. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube for all updates and future content to come. If you want to help support the pod and get access to exclusive content, early episodes, and bonus perks, head over and check out our Patreon. It truly helps us keep this thing growing. Thanks again for listening. Thanks for being part of the community, and we'll catch you in the next one.